do that for now.
Hello and welcome, everybody out there in YouTube, Twitch, and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. But before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here in our YouTube. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some really cool emotes. In addition to that, if you are interested in joining any of our campaigns, we do have open slots available. Be sure to reach out to me and let me know if you're interested. We would love to have you join in on some of the action and fun. Go ahead and give us that recap, Barnabas.
So, needing to get rid of some of the ill-gotten gains from the casino and get out of town quickly, we decided to go talk to Calvone to buy the boat that he'd offered us. So we go find him. We buy the boat at the original agreed-upon price, plus a little bonus payout for his discretion over the fact that we hit a major criminal element in the city, and he's aware of it because it was playing on the news. The aftermath of the devil killing a couple of hundred people, I believe.
A couple of dozen.
A couple of dozen people.
If there wasn't renowned adventurer.
Yeah, a renowned adventurer stopped it. He happened to be getting a massage in the place when the devil came through. We also buy fake IDs for everyone but Dresley, who wanted to make his own. We gather everybody up, and we set sail north to try and take all the waterways through and go through the Great Lakes to Ohio. We do get stopped on our way out, but the IDs managed to pass enough for us to get past with a little bit of sweet talking. And then we need to figure out what to do with Raph so he doesn't try and escape while we're taking days to travel back. So eventually we decided just to keep him awake for the entire time, so he couldn't get a rest and he couldn't get any spells back. So we keep him awake, and we head back, and we finally get back to Spellington and the Glass Onion. We give Sammy Sybil's room. Lenny tries to eat a finger again. We still got stuck on that one last finger. And then we sit down and convince Raph to help us instead of forcing him to help us. And Durin sends Harvey away so he can go see his family, and then brings up Banjo, the bass player for the band, and convinces Banjo to take over as Raph's patron when we kill Raph's current patron, Anti-Glode, so that Raph will help us summon Anti-Glode, at least in theory. So with that set, we decided we needed a place for the ritual. We wanted to go see if the house had a basement that was a little safer to do it in. We did find a hidden basement, but it was kind of creepy. Dresley's sense evil noticed at least one undead presence and 2 desecrated spots in the basement. And we find an orb, and before Lenny can tell us what it's really supposed to do, Durin just go ahead and activates it anyways. And it's evidently some sort of recorder that shows us an illusion of Ochant and Gildarts, testing Gildart's pain tolerances to traditional, I'm assuming traditional lycanthropy. I don't know if it was cures or just banes of lycanthropy in both silver and holy water. This was their 30-second test. Yeah. So this time they're testing silver with a trace of holy water. Gildart transforms, and Ochant then shoots him with a silvered crossbow. They do find that it hurts more when it's silver and holy water, so that's good to know. As they start arguing about it, and as they argue, a ginger-haired man just joins them, somebody we don't know. There's a discussion about an explosion outside of town, which makes me think that this was happening the day the Grove was destroyed. and that was the explosion they were talking about. Once the ginger-haired man leaves, Sammy overhears the last bit, which is Gildart talking to Ochant that Gildart's wants bread here because it seems like he's afraid of the ginger-haired man, something none of us ever expected to see. And that is where we left off.
And for those of you who didn't play when Gildarts was an active NPC around the party, I guess the most apt description of who to consider him is like somewhat akin to Rambo in personality and deadly force. Yeah, I'd say Rambo, right?
Yeah.
Fantasy Rambo.
That feels fair.
Judge Dredd without the law.
Judge Dredd without the law. Yeah,
I was thinking more like Schwarzenegger in Predator, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be, all of these. That's kind of who Gildarts is. In this world, that level of fame as an 80s action. But
only
actually,
real life.
Yeah, he's actually, like, he's done insane feats. He's a legendary adventurer. But yes, the man was afraid of the ginger-haired man. So, now that we are here, everybody, you look around, and there appears to be 4 paths. The first one is the way you just came from. The second is the path to the left that has all of the chains and spikes on the wall. The reinforced obdurative chains that was necessary to protect. Well,
I'm on the city map.
Oh.
I was trying to be subtle about it. Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at it. I should read. Actually, I have a tendency of ignoring chat while I'm speaking because you guys just make memes.
Reasonable. That's why I interjected.
Thank you. So yes, to the left, the obdurative chains that were meant to restrain Gildart so he didn't accidentally kill Ochant while transformed. To the right, these barricades that are all positioned in a defensive nature, all of which very heavily covered in dust. And then the path directly forward, which seems to have this strange red glowing security sentry scanning back and forth.
Oh, there's a camera in here?
A red lighted security like sentry. Could be a camera.
Does it look like a construct? Like a golem kind of thing?
Would you like to start walking down that way and look into it?
Yeah, I'll look a little closer. I'm not getting too close. This isn't my area of expertise.
Look over that. Roll me an Arcana check.
I know exactly what this is.
Oh, do you now? Tell me.
21.
What is it?
Well, part of us knows. I don't know. That was new character.
Oh, okay.
Because I rolled a 21.
That appears to be some type of static magical sentry that has flamethrowers attached to it.
Bitchin'.
So if anybody were to try to cross its path, they would get flamethrower.
Can I pick up a rocket, throw it in, and see if that does anything?
Oh yeah, you sure can.
I'm gonna do that.
Pick up a random rock, toss it in, and all of you see a huge explosion of fire.
So it's sensitive to
movement, I guess.
Yeah. How close did the rock get to it before it fired?
Let's see again. And I do it again.
All right, perception check, both of you. Aaron's just gonna have fun in that room, I feel. All right, 20 and 24. Okay, so both of you would take note that it got to this square, and then it ignited, and the flames seemed to go to this square and some distance down that hall.
so I can safely stand here, as far as I can tell. So I'm gonna walk up there to see if I can safely stand there or not.
Okay, okay. Give me a will save. Wisdom.
Oh God!
You're used to flailing yourself, not lighting yourself on fire.
All right, Barnabas, you see there's another one down here. As you're like approaching, and you're not sure how deep that goes. And one of the tenets of the Green Man is thou shalt not burn the forest without good reason.
Alright, so I won't go quite that far.
Okay.
Throw another rock and see how far you have to go down there to set that one off.
Alright, throw another rock.
I need athletics to try to hit the other ones.
19.
Perfect. You yeet the fuck out of that rock as far as you can. And you see this one ignites outwards. And this one shoots a stream of gas forward. I need Barnabas and Durin to both give me dexterity saving.
Oh no.
As it ignites all the way up to here. Lenny, it singes your eyebrows.
Glad I didn't follow you guys.
Good dex saves, though. Only half damage. 8. 26 halved to 13 to both of you.
Maybe we should try to find another way.
Yeah, that one doesn't seem like a good path.
Fun though.
Are these chains just like hanged up, or do they actually bar the path?
The chains seem very tightly pulled taut and attached to the various different hooks on the walls. It is barring the path, but you could try to like dexterously duck underneath them and continue forward.
I would like to Mission Impossible this.
Absolutely. Give me an acrobatics check.
That is a 17.
Dresley, you see one clear path forward. You lay down on your stomach, and you just start swimming across the floor. Thinking as thin as you possibly can. Oh, no. You're not getting that far.
I didn't realize that was a wall.
Then when you get past the chains, I need you to roll me a perception check.
It's an 18.
Okay. You're about to stand up when you notice the spikes in the wall, and the tile that you're about to touch like presses down slightly with just your fingertip. Those spikes are gonna if you.
Okay, can I shimmy my thieves' tools out of my pocket and just try to disarm it?
You don't see any of the mechanisms. They have to be inside of the wall. But you would notice over here, there appears to be a lever.
Okay. Would this be like a sprint to try to dodge the spikes?
Try that method if you would
Or,
like.
I have another idea. Spider Durin.
Durin goes full spider.
Yep.
Now, your wild shape is actually like a normal standard spider.
Yeah,
right?
I have
Okay.
both, but don't worry.
Being that small and that light, you easily walk across Dresley to the other side. You don't interact with the pressure.
Yeah, I figured.
Now you see the lever. It's currently in neutral. There's two different directions you can push it, left and right.
Do I have any... Is there anything to give any context to what either will do?
Insight check.
Depends. Who built this?
Gildarts is left-handed. He always has his mechanism favor left direction, including on his car.
Alright, I'll try that.
Pull it to the left, and all of you see the chains lose their tauntness, begin going downwards, and the spikes retract back into.
All right, cool.
Push
I
it
get
to the
up.
right. It would have been very funny. We'd have a Dresley puree.
Nice job there, Jared. What the fuck?
Looking out into this chamber, let me get my description up. The nope, not that description. Sorry. You see before you this room filled with dark and dense cobweb and residual energies inside of it that would suggest infernal antic. Grizzly, remember you did do divine sense, which came down here.
Right.
It has not
They
been
have
10
three.
minutes.
There are three they're desecrated locations.
Dust seems to cover the floor and tilings very heavily, except for the symbols written upon them. These symbols on the floor are a humanoid skull, a fiendish skull, crossed battle axes, some type of circle, a diamond, a spider, a fiendish eye, and a fish. Looking at all of that, you also can peer down over at this wall, where there's this transparent glass casing protecting what appears to be a trophy room. There's a number of different weapons on the wall, books, blood-stained clothing, all manners of different beer bottles, and shot glass. He does collect.
I think we found the trophy room, but maybe we should try somewhere else first.
Hey.
That was me yelling back to the group in the main
Oh.
hall. Because I would like the smart people to deal with this once we know where we're going.
Darren, you would notice when you take your hand off the lever, it begins ticking. Tick, 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 tick.
Oh, we probably want to do this part fast.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Unless I can try to spiderweb the lever into place.
Would this count as the mechanism that I could potentially disarm? I would like to do that.
Go for it.
Oh, wrong page.
So, out of curiosity, while these two are fucking around on this side, and they're about to find out, how would all of the rest of you be fucking around?
What ability?
Dexterity.
Oh,
I would be interested to find out this right path.
So Lenny's going right. How about you, Pyre? You, Sammy?
I've really got no opinion. I mean, if someone needs my assistance, I'll be more than willing to come and lend my aid.
I believe I still have my detect magic up, and I'll kind of look at this hallway and see if I see anything magical emanating from the walls, ceiling, floor.
Sammy?
I want to go up by Pyre, but can I cast Dispel Magic
On what?
on? Oh, I have to pick a specific thing.
Yes, you have to have the intention of an object, a person, or effect within range.
Oh, do I see anything like immediately around me that could potentially be magical? Like, do I see a trap? Do I see anything that could be a trap?
Perception check then, and we'll have just like you looking in Lenny's direction, since that's the next unexplored area. Lenny, looking down this hallway, you do have the barricades of protection, and there appears to be some type of illusory barrier up ahead up there. Sammy, 15. There does appear to be a trap. It appears to be mechanical, since Lenny doesn't pick up on it with his detect magic. It would appear to be a pressure plate of some variety.
And I haven't triggered it yet.
No, you just noticed it. It's right.
Okay, so
Sorry, it's right
I
there.
want to tell Lenny it's there. So I'm gonna just kind of like shout it. Hey, Lenny, watch out. Hey, Lenny, watch out where you're going, because I think I see a trap right in front of you. It's on the floor.
Lenny stops as he was just about to step forward. I'm like, oh, something's magical over there, illusion. And he'll look around and see if he can notice it, and if so, he'll try to see if he can deactivate it.
Pointed out to you, you immediately notice. You can go ahead and roll Thieves' Tools utilizing Dexterity.
Sec here. $18.
You have advantage? Oh, yeah, all the hands.
I think I even have a bonus because I have Gloves of Thievery, but I forget what that bonus is.
Like a +1.
Used to be +5. I don't know what it is now.
+5.
Yeah.
It's
The old one was +5, but they might have changed it in 2024.
Lenny, the easiest way to engage with this trap, you can notice that the tilings have tracks. Very subtle ones that you didn't really notice until you started looking too closely. And those tracks line up with the barricade. The barricades have spikes on the front of them, so presumably the easiest way to disarm this trap is engage with it and just toss a heavy rock on. And as soon as you do, you see all 3 barricades crashing and stopping right at the edge of this area, as they would have just rammed the shit out of you. But hey, now the trap's already triggered.
Well, that's good. It is still a +5, but I'll see. I'll figure out if I can turn that on. Thanks for that, Semi. I start stepping forward slowly, getting closer to the emanation of illusion magic.
Oh, before you get down, light. Sorry. Place a door. When you go through the door, Lenny, because it is just illusion. Wait, let me put it in place.
Oh, sorry.
Since it is just an illusion, you go through, you close the door immediately after you. You can't see through it. You have to go through it to get into and see that other room.
Oh, okay. Then I will do that. Step through.
Cool. Give me a dex save.
Hooray!
Oh, wisdom. Sorry.
Oh, wisdom. Okay.
The wall falls down. Lenny is
20.
turning gnome pancake.
Okay. You look around at this chamber that has the floorboards that look like they are falling apart and ready to just descend into some deep darkness down below. You see this large rug that has an altar on the center of it and a windowed trophy room that has a menagerie of different unique. There even appears to be a bench over here. However, you don't sense anything malicious. While that was happening, Dresley, your tools get completely bent out of order.
They are magic, if that makes it not destroyed.
They're not destroyed, they're just bent out of order.
Damn it. Try to bend them back into place.
Sure. Actually, that's more of a tinkering check to do.
Can I try picking lock to bend them back into the other direction?
You can try picking the lock at disadvantage, sure.
Why didn't it roll with disadvantage?
I don't know. Try it again.
Oh,
Yeah, you're gonna have to take these to Pyre to get them fixed. They're getting so twisted and like unusable.
Stupid latch.
They can't break,
Yep.
but you do need someone who's mechanically inclined to fix it.
Oh, Pyre.
Yeah.
Can you be a deer and fix my lockpicks?
Sure. It'll cost you though.
What'll it cost me?
$150,000.
We don't have that anymore.
Oh, why don't you go rob the casino again? Maybe you can get some more, right?
Okay, this
Good
is
idea.
this is what I was expecting.
Yeah, we
This is what I was hoping for.
No, he's got a good idea.
No, that wasn't a idea. No, you're on my shit list too, Durin. We will talk about this when we are not in a shitty situation. But I will fix your lockpicks this time.
Thank you.
I will cast mending on the lockpicks.
And that'll fix them.
Thank you.
So, while you're mending all of that, Lenny, you are standing in a very precarious room that has a floor that looks like it's ready to fall apart at a moment's notice.
That does take a minute, by the way, to mend.
Lenny!
Sorry. Well, I will call out to everybody to let them know that I found what looks like a sitting room. And then from here, I'm gonna have my mage hand, not the undead ones, the actual spell mage hand. I just have it start touching things, just touching the lights, touching the couch, touching what might be the door or window.
As it begins touching things, as you so bravely call it, give me another wisdom save.
Hooray! 19.
Jeez, yeah. All right, it goes around and you see like a shimmer of magic in the air. Huh. That was weird. It happened when it touched the rug, I think.
Does my detect magic detect any specific school from the rug?
Find that specific school. Enchantment.
Okay.
Hey, it's a flying carpet.
Or a carpet of eating or something. Well, I'm going to step back out before I touch anything else and make sure that my friends are not going down a different hallway.
Yeah, I love that you guys are splitting. It's great. So, Barnabas, you're still staring down the fire-breathing hallway.
Sammy, you want to try and dispel something? You can try and dispel one of these, this first flaming one, and see if we can get past it. Maybe you could temporarily shut it off.
Yeah, I think I've got ice knife or something I saw. What do you?
I don't
what
think
do you
you're going to
think?
be able to destroy it. I think dispel magic might be able to shut it off.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, want to do that.
So you dispel this one?
Yes.
Awesome. When you dispel it, you see the eye goes inert. And then begins flickering. It's going to turn on very quickly.
All right, I'm going to move forward. I'm going to just rush past the corner.
I will follow you.
Tammy, are you staying there or are you rushing with them? All right. You guys run all the way down here. And then after about 30 seconds, the magic comes back on. Oh, Sammy, are you walking
Come back
in
here,
now?
Sammy. Come back here.
Sorry.
No, you're,
Sorry.
I am happy for people to walk into my...
I couldn't see where I was going. I needed to move my screen,
You're
my
good.
map.
So, you guys have
Oh, hi,
30 seconds before this turns back on. It took you roughly about 6 seconds to run all the way over here. You see the eyes beginning to flicker aggressively, and there's 2 stone tablets right here in the hallway that it's going to be incinerated. You can see on this wall, or on the entire walkway up to this wall, there's not a single speck of dirt, which would suggest the fire cleansed all.
Are you sure you don't want me to hit this with ice knife?
I don't know that Ice Knight's gonna do anything. Is there anything written on these stone walls?
The stone tablets, I'll
Yes.
allow you. Actually, I need the 3 of you in initiative.
Oh God!
You
Just
gotta
the 3
beat
of
the
them.
flamethrower.
I moved back to where I was beforehand.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
On how far? Oops.
I love it, Lenny. Awesome. Why did I have advantage?
Okay, well, Flame On goes on 20. So, Flame On had 1 round. You guys all did your dash to get over here. Flame On had 2 rounds. You have 5 rounds to figure out how you're not going to get.
Sweet.
Lenny, you're next.
I'm gonna run up to these stone tablets real quick, and let me see. How big are these tablets? Are like the entire length of the wall, or
The 2 of them together are about 10 feet across. A little
Ooh,
bit more.
Okay. I look around the rest of the hallway. This fire has been cleansing everything. Do I see any traces of ash or anything? Like maybe there was paper that was destroyed.
You can spend your turn rolling me a perception check looking for ash if you would like. That'll be your action.
Never mind. Can I recognize what the wording is or what language it is on the stone tablets?
Yes, it is common.
Oh, good.
Oh, that
I
one.
will start to read it to myself, not out loud.
That'll be your search action, by the way.
Yeah. Mhm.
You can roll me an investigation.
Ready? 30. Not 20.
These stone tablets appear to be Guild Arts' equivalent of a sticky note. Reminder of what to do in case he forgets.
Or shows up drunk.
Actually.
Towards the bottom, because I'm assuming more important stuff will... I don't know. I'm going to look towards the bottom and see if there's anything that immediately catches my eye, like the last things that he wrote.
Oh, this is your search action. I gave you
Oh,
a
okay.
handout. There you are.
Oh, basement note. All right. Still have... I'm about 20. I'll move 10 more back. And yeah, that'll be it.
All right. Sammy.
Sorry, I wasn't ready for this. Barnabas, I don't think I have that.
You don't.
My question was, can I cast Guardian of Faith and put it in the path of the flame?
You can put it in the path, and it might grant you all cover until the Guardian's destroyed.
That's what I was thinking.
Do you have
Is
Guardian
that
of
work?
Faith?
Yes, I do.
Okay, how many hit points does it have?
I don't know. How do I find that out?
You can roll the spell in chat, and we can read.
Okay.
And of course, it doesn't show the full description because Roll20 hates us. Guardian of Faith.
It's invulnerable.
Sorry.
Oh, it's invulnerable to damage?
A large spectral guardian appears and hovers for the duration in an occupied space you can see within range. The guardian occupies that space and is invulnerable.
Oh, fuck
no.
yeah.
It
Then-
doesn't. It disappears once it deals 60 damage. But it's invulnerable up until that point.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Absolutely. So what
Okay.
does your Guardian of Faith look like?
So it's supposed to be the visage of my god.
Yeah.
So I'm not good with descriptives, Joey. Can you assist?
Sure.
Can you please? I would really
Sure.
appreciate you so much.
Let me look at your I need to make sure I describe the right god.
Okay. I appreciate you very much.
Not a problem. Let me open up Discord.
Not as good of a storyteller as Joey is.
You are... I messaged you.
When?
You gave her the icon, I think. Not, but man, I don't remember. Maybe you gave her the god.
No, just the icon.
No, I mean, I messaged you earlier. I'm trying to find you on Discord.
Oh. Sorry, I missed it. When?
No, I thought I messaged you earlier. Apparently I didn't. Message. Yep, okay. Now let me get that up. So, you all see this tall, powerful, inhumanly flawless alabaster-skinned woman appear. This individual draped in lash marks that etch this ritualistic scarring across her arms, her spine, and like a sacred script written across her own back. Her hair is a long curtain of black silk soaked with hints of crimson that shift with the light, as if dyed in blood and desire. Her eyes, when visible, are ice pale and luminescent, but often hidden behind a veil of silver chain that rattle with intent. This is all you can see of this guardian placed in front of the statue.
That's my god. I really like her.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll for that later when we're not in the middle of death and see if I know what that is.
Alrighty. Well, in all actuality, we're out of initiative because it soaks up all of the damage.
Oh, perfect.
Yay.
Good job, Sammy.
Yay! Thanks.
I don't like what I read off of this panel here, guys.
Well, what does it say?
I don't want to read it out loud.
Oh, never mind. Sorry, I'm not gonna. Ignore that if I hit show to players.
You
Okay,
didn't.
I closed it.
I can't imagine Gildarts would put that kind of trap in where if you read it, it sets it off. That doesn't seem like Gildarts to me.
Yeah, it's really not his style. Honestly, he's barely the read it at all type.
I mean, traps just don't seem his style overall.
Also true.
Um,
Honestly, no part of this screams Gildarts.
yeah.
Like I said, O'Shant probably built this for him.
Oh, then you know what? Maybe all that stuff's back on the table.
All right, I'll go read I'll go read the tablets too then, so I can know what it is Lenny's afraid to say, so that I can decide whether I don't really care and I'm going to tell everybody anyways.
I'm also going to use my calligrapher's supplies to write down what is written here, but I'm going to make sure I misspell things and, make it so it's not exactly correct.
All right. Did show to players work this time?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I did not see it.
I did not see it.
No, not here.
Did you show select players?
No, it only has show
Yeah, I
2
see it.
players. Yeah,
Oh, there
you
it is.
go.
I have 2. Go ahead.
No, you're.
I was going to say I have crumbling note of tablets and basement note. Was I supposed to get basement note then?
Crumbling notes of tablets?
Crumbling note of tablets is the handout that just popped up, but you
Yes.
originally gave me basement note.
Yeah, this is the crumbling note of tablets. It's beginning to crumble a little bit.
Oh, okay, never mind. Ignore the basement note. I think I opened that myself.
Okay, we didn't
That's-
see basement notes.
That's completely irrelevant. I think that's an old handout.
I'm gonna read this out to everybody. Did you share it with everybody? Because the rest of you see it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm reading it out loud. This does not feel like a trap to me, Lenny. If we all die, I take the blame.
So, right. In case the mind goes fuzzy again, start where loyalty lies, not the mortal cup. Then seal it with a cut gem. Never trust a handshake. Keep your eye on the traitor. They always flinch first. If order cracks, bring the blade. If all else fails, draw the circle and bleed a little. G. P.S. Do not step on the fish. Just don't.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
that doesn't sound terrible at all.
Well,
I think I understood that.
I think I have it.
Wow, you guys are way better at this than I am.
You just have to think like Gildarts, which is not think.
Drunk.
Yeah. All right. Does anybody want to step out of the way before I try this and see what the hell happens to me? This is your last chance to not be in the blast zone. Okay.
Fuck it. They're in the blast zone. Fuck them. All right, Lenny moved. Tammy moved. Durin is holding the lever still.
Just let me know when the things are done so I can take another swing and turn this off.
I'm stepping onto the devil's skull. Or I think that's what that is.
Okay, so you're starting with a devil skull. Okay.
Yes. And then if nothing happens, I'm jumping over to the gemstone.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Okay, I'm jumping up to the eye.
Okay.
Then I'm jumping catty corner left to the axes.
Alrighty.
And then I'm jumping straight onto the circle. To
Okay.
the right of it. And then I'm jumping off.
And when you land over there, the barrier opens.
Aye.
You step in.
Yes.
Does the
Go ahead. And
Do
then
the
immediately it closes and locks.
okay, so it has to be done every single time.
Yep.
Or something wrong happened.
Now, Barnabas. You. Okay, here we go. By the way, Sammy, this is for you. I got the portrait. Oh, she's not that big.
Oh, wow. She's huge.
But yes, that is what your god's visage looks like. Hippie.
That's one word for saying it.
Yeah.
I'm just Sammy, your aesthetic just doesn't really seem to give that vibe off to me, but
Is this Lady Godiva's goth face?
So, Barnabas, now that you're inside this chamber, you see the reason why there's so much security. Before you appears to be an altar to some type of otherworldly being. Roll me a religion check. Infernal or demon or abyssal or maybe Underdark?
why is it always my character defining skills that I do to this with, Joey?
Yeah, you're good at this. Like you technically are.
All right, well, I guess I'll have to describe that to somebody else later.
Yeah, nobody can hear you inside of here right now.
Is there anything else in here other than the altar?
Yes, he has a few different select weapons. He has a handful of books and tomes. He has a lot of shot glasses. This is definitely a trophy room. And you all understand the shot glass thing, right? When you visit a new city, you get a shot glass.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Jared's getting bored, so I'm gonna do the exact same thing, but from this side. So,
Okay, tell me the order.
demon skull, diamond, axes, circle.
Demon, diamond, axes, circle. Okay. When you
Durin,
get to axes, give me a dexterity saving throw.
you skipped one.
Oh.
Saving throw. There we go.
Okay. 24 points of necrotic damage courses through you and ejects you off of the...
Yeah.
He missed one.
Yeah.
Oops, I didn't mean to lock that. I think I locked the door on accident.
The
No,
door
I locked
locks.
it. It
Oh,
locks
okay.
behind.
Oh,
You
that's
can.
right.
It's a window, so you can see
Oh, okay.
in, but it stays locked.
I'm gonna just like hold up my finger to my eye and look at Durin.
I think you see something.
I try to cast message at Barnabas. Does it penetrate the window?
It does not.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not good.
That's
Do
some
I-
security.
Yeah, of course it is.
There's
can
gotta
afford
be.
it.
Is there a latch or something on the inside to reopen it so I can leave?
Roll me a perception check. You see that there's a little tiny, like mail chute over here, and that's the only thing that stands out to you. It's pretty big, actually. It's like 1.5 feet wide and maybe like 2 feet deep.
Mail shoot.
I want to jump in it.
What'd you say, Sammy?
I want to jump in it.
Into the mail chute?
I'm
Well, you
not-
have to do the
yeah.
puzzle of the floor first.
Well, I know. I'm not gonna actually jump in it. It's just I see a hole and I want to jump in it.
That's fair.
Do I see anything that looks like it'll fit in there?
Looking around, I mean, almost any object in here would fit in.
Okay. I'm just gonna stick my hand in there and see if I feel like a lever or something.
All right. You stick your hand in, and then you feel like this furry hand touch yours. Give me a charisma save. Oh yeah, it has talons touching.
Wow,
23.
see, 20's
You don't freak out. It's shaking your hand. You
Shake
don't
his
freak
hand.
out. You shake the hand, and then you notice. Second.
Oh no. This person has been living here all this time. Is this the undead I was sensing?
No. And then you see this strange fox-folked individual seemingly step through the wall while wearing glasses as they tilt their head at you. That?
No, we're his former students. He gave us ownership of the house.
Students die. And then they begin summoning forth magic.
Our deaths were exaggerated. Well, not exaggerated, as so much as postponed by my god.
Persuasion.
Fucker got an arcana off.
Can I help him with guide?
You can't interact with him with magic at all.
Oh, that's
from
right.
outside.
Yeah.
13. He pauses the spell for a moment. Whom was his favorite?
Of all of his students or our class?
Of your class.
Oh, God. Did Gildarts
both
have a
fired.
favorite?
Yes. He spoke with me in plethora about his adventure with them and time spent. If you are one of his students, clearly you must know whom his favorite was.
No, he really wasn't the type to tell people that kind of stuff.
I mean,
He starts summoning magic. Yeah.
if it makes it any easier, it was definitely not me. So you can at least take me off the board entirely.
I'm gonna guess the closest that fell into the way he worked was Dresley. He was the only one that could pass the athletics tests.
No, I did
He
too.
also offered me a car.
That too.
Durin did as well, but yeah. He tilts his head. Really, Dresley?
I know, Dresley's nobody's favorite, but I had to try that.
Exactly.
Sybil was, I don't know.
Definitely not Sybil.
He
I
was
feel
too
like
different than Sybil.
Sybil was too snarky.
Oh, was it Barnabas?
Barnabas can't say himself, though. Barnabas would never see himself as Gildart's favorite.
Barnabas is one person's favorite, and that's his baby sister's big brother. Which does matter. You have a brother.
I just never got the impression that Gildarts had any of us as his favorite. I wasn't even sure he liked any of us until after we died and we found out what it did to him.
Well, then who do you think he hated the least?
I mean, I kind of want to say me, but we're talking about hated least here, not most liked.
Yeah, nobody can hate Durin. So the hate least has to be Durin.
Exactly.
Because nobody can hate Durin.
Well,
Woo, winning.
Not hated. Not hated.
I mean, if that's what you want your answer to be, trust your gut, I guess, Barnabas. Just, prepare for the consequences either way.
All right. If you get the question wrong, then I just turn you into the status of a dog.
How long does Barnabas remain as a dog?
You're not in there, Pyre. He's inside of the trophy room, sealed off magically. That sound and magic.
Oh, right.
cannot
Yeah.
penetrate.
But I...
So
Go ahead.
So as soon as that Arcana showed up, I rolled a nat 20 on my Thieves' Tools check, and I try to get in there.
Oh, you can disable the trap, no problem with that. But you can't disable all of this. You have to do the proper sequence.
No, I was holding the damn lever, which is why I've not been moving. That's,
okay.
that's why I was
Yeah.
waiting
Tell me
until
the
get to-
sequence. Tell me the sequence.
Devil's Head, Diamond, Fiendish Eye, Axes, Circle.
Okay, and then when you step off, you can step right inside. The Arcanoloth turns and goes, "Oh, Dresley, hello."
What's up? Hey, Barnabas, what's going on here?
Who was Gildart's favorite?
Probably you.
Me.
Yeah, he was the toughest on you.
Thought that meant he didn't like me.
How's the Arcanoloth react to that?
It doesn't. Very well. Well, if you two are here right now, then I suppose Gildart gave you permission to be here. Sadly, the door only opens if you leave an object of substantial value.
No. That's why it explains the shot glasses. I would like the Thieves' Cant Teleni, because you can make that work through the walls. Don't come in, you have to leave a tribute to get out.
I look at you and I'm like, can't hear you.
Thieves' Cant is also...
I know. It's movements and stuff. Just messing with you.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why can't somebody just like go up to the door, trigger it open, and then these two run out?
They can certainly try.
I thought I was sucked in as soon as that happened.
No. You do the thing, it shimmers, disappears, you step through, it closes.
And then I'm gonna try it again.
All right, Durin, what's the order?
We're all gonna get stuck in this fucking room.
Go.
Wait, which skull?
Demon.
Okay.
Gem.
Yeah.
Eye.
Yes.
Axe. Circle.
Yep. You step off, and it opens up temporarily.
I'll
I'm
go
trying
in.
to leave.
I need both of you to roll me dexterity checks.
Both as in him and Durin, because I did not try and leave.
Yes, Durin and Dresley.
Wait, why do I have to roll? I'm trying to get in.
I know.
Because it's trying to shut, because Dresley's trying to get out.
Ah, damn it, Dresley.
6. Dresley pushes past you really quickly, Durin, and it closes before you get inside.
Ah,
Huh.
come on.
This is a shit show.
Creative. Yep, this is all definitely the people he did.
Well,
He goes and sits on the altar very, casually, crossing his legs.
I'm assuming since we have to leave something here in order to leave, you're not allowed to take out of here either.
Oh, he's allowed to take.
He's allowed. But since we own the house, how does that work?
You don't own his treasure. You didn't own any
Ah.
of this.
That's
Did
true.
you?
I'm just asking. Well, I got past the defenses to get in here. Doesn't that count towards earning it?
It counts for getting you sealed in here, which is a trap, because you're stuck in here with me.
Yeah. All right. Well, treasure's not really my thing, anyways. So, if the others want to loot this place, they can figure it out.
Mm.
I will pull I will pull out of my backpack the bracer that is my armor of dawn and doffing,
Oh, nice.
and I will. You want this in the slot? Is that where this goes?
Oh, I'll just take it. The slot is just so he doesn't have to look at me. Gildart says I am exceptionally ugly.
I don't think you're exceptionally ugly. Plus, Gildart's wasn't. I don't know. I would have considered Gildart's exceptionally ugly, but I think that was just more of the antagonism of my youth, to him.
Possibly, because if you knew his, as he referred to it, conquests.
I met at least one of them.
Yeah, I know, Sammy. I know. He's a douche. He has horrible charisma.
Yeah, Gildart's is not.
He's a
good person.
legendary adventurer. That's what he has going for him.
We
And he's
got a
filthy
witch
rich.
to curse him.
And fall deeply in love with him.
She
We
was
weren't responsible
already
for that.
deeply in love with him. We got her to curse him.
Yes,
Alright.
I'll take that. And as soon as he takes it, the fucking window opens up.
Can't try to get in.
Yeah, I need both of you to roll me dex checks.
Yeah, that's-
God damn it, Durin.
That was my only thing to give up to get out.
Oh, Dresley, you're trying to stop
Trying to leave.
Durin?
No, I'm trying to get away.
Oh, no. I meant Durin and Barnabas. Yeah, Barnabas, unfortunately, Durin steps in too quickly.
It's just like scratching at his forehead. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Why?
Can I yell across and ask Dresley what's going on?
So apparently the trophy room's some kind of trap. You have to leave something of value to the Arcanoloth. Would I know what Arcanoloth is? I'm an interplanar being.
Do you speak Abyssal or Infernal?
No.
I do.
Durin would know.
I guess at that, Pi
Yes.
would say... Oh, what? I'm sorry?
Go on, Pyre. Yeah, I was encouraging. Yeah, go on.
Yeah. I guess at that, Pi would say, then why the fuck is Durin continually trying to hop out, then hop back in? What is he doing?
I haven't gotten in yet. I just got in for the first
We
time.
can't hear you anymore, Durin. You're locked inside the room with Barnabas.
Yeah.
What does Durin ever make sense with what he wants to do?
Right, but he's been trying to get in, and he's been told that if he goes in, then he has to
No,
leave
I
something.
wasn't.
Oh, you weren't. Oh, that's even
No,
funnier.
I never got
the
in.
people inside the room.
Only the people in the room know that you have to leave something.
I mean,
Lenny
Because-
does. I talked to
Now
him.
Lenny does. Now Dresley does.
so
And you guys can all communicate now.
I'm trying to wrap my head around this. He's obviously seen people trying to escape the room, and then he's proceeding to try to get into the room at the same time. I don't understand it.
It's a
He's a
safe.
cat.
It's a safe where people are trying to leave without anything being held in their possession as they're leaving.
Dresley,
Right.
He's-
Acrobatics.
He's
Go
a
on.
cat. The door is shut, and he needs to get in the door.
I need a fucking spray bottle for him then. Like, what do you want me to do?
When-
Banjo walks up to you, Pyre, puts his hand on your shoulder, and just nods. He's been like,
I have more questions if
Dude.
there's time.
sure.
I know what my next invention is.
A laser pointer.
No, a spray bottle of sobering for Durin.
Okay. Demon
Lesser
Skull,
restoration spray
diamonds,
bottle. Just
Pretty much, yeah.
eye, axe, circle. Open the door.
okay. The door opens up.
Barnabas, get the fuck out of here.
I'll try and jump out.
Easily happens. Finally, one of you realize you just need someone on the outside to let you out. It's not an issue.
You two, now please get out of the fucking room.
Nope. Only one of you leaves, and then it closes.
No, I meant like this room right here.
Oh yeah. Now the Arcanoloth looks at you, Durin. Ah,
Darren.
I know.
Cool.
You're still wearing that same old, sweaty, smelly onesie.
I washed it.
When?
What day is it?
Wednesday?
2 months ago.
Gross.
Well, you must leave an offering to leave.
Oh. Like what?
Something valuable.
Oh. Like anything, like something you want, or?
Something for the trophy room. I do not want. That is not in my nature. You would know that this is a Yugoloth. They are true neutral creatures, or neutral evil, or neutral good. They just don't want for care for things. Oh, you just keep doing the pattern over and over again, Lenny.
I'm just doing it repeatedly. Eventually, I get bored and start doing it with the hands instead. I'm like, Durin.
What? I'm having a conversation.
The door keeps opening and closing.
Sorry about that.
Am I
Jeez.
fast enough to get in and pull Durin out?
No.
No.
Durin's happy where he is. Let him be there.
Durin's doing something.
There's no food in there, Durin.
No, but there's other stuff.
Field artist. Yes.
I don't think he'd mind too much.
You
Depending on
don't?
what.
Have you met Gildots?
Yeah. It depends on what stuff.
Unless he tells me, if you attempt to take something, I will just return you to your most primal state as a dog.
Okay. I could do that too.
Hmm.
I'm gonna look around.
Okay, roll me a perception check. Yugoloth doesn't stop you. 24. So other
Actually-
than...
Guidance.
Okay. 28. Other than the bitching collection of shot glasses he has, and honestly, astounding collection. It's like 140 shot glasses. He's been to so many different... Aside from that, there is that really cool altar that this Yugoloth seems to be sitting on. And you notice that he does have a lot of random objects that when you start getting closer, the Yugoloth explains to you how they're cursed.
Oh, I already got one of. God damn it!
Durin, that you can get out of this.
We'll read what's on the altar first.
Roll me a religion check.
Okay, let's see if I got that. Ooh, I got that.
There are numbers between 19 and 20.
Yeah, right? All right.
I was just gonna say in one of the 5-second intervals the doors open, Durin, you can give him the cursed doll.
Oh shit, yeah!
So, this is an altar to Baravox, the Oathbreaker of Chains, Lord of Binding Will. He was once a Duke of... He was cast out for doing experimental contracts that weren't actually assisting any of the devils whatsoever. And apparently, the altar to his entire religious cultist order is sitting inside of Gildarts' trophy.
Neat.
Yes, he quite enjoyed this. Baravax once slept with Gildarts' mate. And so Gildarts broke into his castle and instead of killing him, decided he was going to steal the symbol of his faith, the altar, and use it as a toilet. He got bored of using it as a toilet after a month. Now it just sits here.
I'm gonna take another extra step away from the altar because I do not want to touch that. I'm just gonna. Actually, before I go, what's your name?
My name?
Yeah. I didn't ask earlier.
Baruvanox.
Oh, weird. That's very close to the other thing.
What thing?
the name of the guy with the.
Baravax? Yes, because I was his younger brother. I too was taken.
Oh,
I was sleeping in the altar.
like when Gildar started to use it as the.
That is when I found out that I had moved, yes.
Oh, you poor thing.
I quite like living here. It's better than Hell's.
I mean, sure, but like you're allowed to have higher standards, you know.
Perhaps he did mention this thing called television.
Oh yeah, that's bitchin'.
Well, next time you come, bring one.
All right.
Are there any outlets in this room?
No.
Yeah,
Magic.
I got a pyre. I can figure that out.
I got a
So
fire.
you hand him the doll.
Yes.
He will take it, put it in the mail chute.
All right. Well, bye.
Just nods at you. Dresley or Lenny, you do the sequence again, and this time Durin gets out, and you see the Arcanoloth look over at the doll that's just sitting on one of the shelves. Tilts his head.
I might have just done something unforgivable to that man.
If anything, it'll give his life more comedy. It keeps moving.
And I think this is a good place for us to go ahead and go on break, everybody. Be back. Why does my thing pop over there? We'll be back.
Yule darts.
back, everybody. So, where we last left off, the party had close that. Successfully managed to circumvent 2 of Gildarts's very deadly traps that are down. Not with a few bumps and bruises along the way. After meeting with his jailed Yugoloth, or perhaps servant Loth of some kind, you learn that he has a pretty damn nice trophy room down. But, unfortunately, with Sammy's god blocking the other path over here, stopping all of the fire from destroying and killing all of you as you pass through the hallway, you're going to have to find another direction around.
Why can't we go back up the up top way?
Well, yeah, you can go back, but if you want to keep exploring.
Oh. Well, we looked at 2 of the ways, so let's go down door number 3, or hall number 3, or whatever.
One that Lenny explored previously. Lenny, do you have anything to tell your friends?
Yeah, there was like a little sitting room on the other side, which, well, now that I've seen this room, might potentially be another treasure room. Not quite sure, but there did seem to be a magical carpet. But since I was alone, I didn't really go much further.
I've read enough stories to know every magic carpet is an animated carpet. That's just the way it is in all the stories. They're never flying carpets. They're always traps.
Would I need
100?
Uh-oh.
I mean, that was close enough.
Yeah. Oh, so close. So close. Earlier, somebody rolled a 70.
Oh!
Close. Just so everyone's aware. 1, 22, and 69, something always happens.
Oh, Durin, how many hit points are you missing?
35.
All right, I'll give you a 30.
Cool.
Do I need to make a check to hop around this room to avoid these steps and get across?
Yes, acrobatic.
Okay, and just to confirm, we cannot get around that. No, it doesn't seem like we can.
Oh, yeah. The goddess is like, the visage of the goddess is there. It takes up the physical space, and it's literally the only thing stopping the flamethrower from flaming you guys over.
Alrighty. 15.
Yeah, you make it across without dying.
All right, perfect.
Sammy, would you like to make it across as well without dying?
Yes, please.
All right, you either roll an acrobatics, or if you have some type of spell or something else to assist you.
We can see God's boobies from this side.
8. Uh-oh. Well, luckily, it always ejects you over towards the top area here, but you are going to take the necrotic damage.
Not that bad.
29 points of necrotic damage, Sammy. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Half her hit
We're
points.
rolling really high on those d8s.
Oh,
I've
it's only
noticed.
Like a third of mine.
Makes me a little concerned about what's...
It's a good thing we're looking through this place before we summon a freaking devil.
We haven't finished yet.
I'm going to double check this trap didn't reset itself and try to set it off with my mage hand.
Okay. Roll me Thieves' Tools to disarm it again. It did reset itself.
Yeah. All right, Thieves' Tools. Dexterity. There's a +5 to this. So 20.
All right, Sammy, I'll just move to keep you up with everybody else. 20?
Sorry, I was on mute that
Yeah.
whole time.
You're good.
I meant to ask, can I cure wounds myself?
You absolutely can.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, all of you watch as all 3 of the barricades with spikes on them run down the hallway and stop a couple of inches from Lenny. Perfect.
Got them all back.
Yeah, watch this spot. Seems like this trap resets itself. And I'll actually see if I can mark it. A little bit of ink or something, just like leave a little splotch on the ground.
And keep in mind, everybody, you can go through the door, but immediately close it after yourself. It is an illusory wall.
I think something tried to affect me when I went in last time.
Okay. Barnabas and Durin, before Dresley gets in there.
Okay.
Your first step inside. Dresley, get out. Look out, Dresley.
Trying to.
There you go. Wisdom saves.
Who moved me back in?
I moved you out.
I moved myself out, and then someone moved me back in.
Okay, you're out now. Ooh. Both of you are successful.
Oh.
Dresley?
All right, I'll open the door, go in, close the door.
All right, wisdom save.
Okay. Wisdom save. Does this count as being charmed?
Yes.
I have advantage.
Woo.
So it's a 27.
All right, you're fine. Who's going in next?
Didn't want to enchant you anyway.
But there's only 4 more people out there.
Lenny
Pyre,
motions to
Banjo.
Pyre and says, like, please. All right. Lenny will go through.
Yeah, he might be AFK.
Yeah.
All right, wisdom save, Lenny.
All right. Wisdom. 18.
Yeah, you're good. Y'all are rolling real good on the wisdoms. All right, now you're in a wall.
Oh, sorry.
Go
Alright, so-
ahead, Sammy.
What?
Sammy!
You're muted if you're talking.
I'm sorry, I'm eating and cats are wanting food.
All right,
I'm trying to fight off the horde.
She's already in combat.
higher wisdom save.
I was trying to get right here, but I couldn't see because the door was closed.
I'm sorry, I have 2 cats on my desk. If I need to move my token,
Oh,
can somebody please move it for me?
I will
Yeah.
move your token.
Thank you.
All right. So we'll say Sammy and Pyre walk in at the exact same time. Sammy, wisdom save.
You both get a +3 because of my aura.
my
Nice.
God.
So Pyre
Oh.
got a 7.
I'll 7, then I'll use a. Fuck it. I'll use one of my flash of geniuses to make it a fucking 13. Not sure if it'll matter, but you know.
Well, Sammy got a 17, so Sammy is successful. Everyone else, you watch as soon as Pyre steps through here, he falls face first onto the floor and starts screaming. Pyre, the floor gave out from underneath you. You are falling, and you are falling fast towards something that looks like hell.
Has anyone
I
ever
didn't do
seen
it.
Spike?
Yeah, I just to preface, I'm not going to actually scream.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I
We were
know
waiting
you're
for
not
it.
going to, but Pyre.
Anybody
the
see
spell.
Spike? It's 2.
Snap out of it. I give him 7 hand slaps. Like a wheel.
All right, you get to make another wisdom save, Pyre. See if that snaps you out of it or not.
16. Well, 19.
Yeah, you're good now. You realize you weren't actually falling. You were just lying on the floor.
What spell was that?
Can I identify what spell that might be specifically?
Sure, Arcana.
Probably like the type Sybil used to do.
That's sort of my vibe. I'm just making sure.
Something akin to a modify memory, but instead of giving you a modify memory, it's like a modify reality, which is a terrifying concept and takes a master of illusion to be able to do something like that.
Definitely.
Oshant 100% made this trap.
Whoa, Chris Angel's down here.
Hey, look, it's a mind freak.
Why are you
Yo, his theme song fucking slaps.
Listen,
That song
Yeah.
is so good.
no, the song is good. The show was really bad.
Oh, I loved it when I was like 13, dude.
No, I
Yeah.
did. No, I loved it when I was a teenager too. But then I look back at it now, I'm just like, oh, this show sucks.
It was entertaining for what it was.
It was a product of its time.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's fair.
If I was
don't
doing
like
more
the DM
cocaine,
just
it'd be
rolled a
great.
1.
Oh, don't worry about it. How did you see? It was a whisper
I can
roll.
see the dice. I can't see it in the feed. But
You
I
don't
can
know
see the
what it
dice.
did. You just saw the die. Okay.
I can't see what the effect was, but I
So-
saw a natural 1.
I didn't even see the die.
I didn't see anything.
I am seeing another window over there.
Into
I-
another treasure-like room. And yes, as previously stated, this chamber seems very likely some type of waiting room that looks way too creepy. There's a seat right there, a nice throw rug, and what appears to be a raised platform, almost like a coffee table right there.
Anything written on the walls like the other one?
Roll me a perception check.
30.
So you go over to one of the walls, and you read over here. Just sit your dumb ass down and wait a minute.
Okay. And I do.
Is this another one of the desecrated places from my smelling?
It is, yes.
Is this a see-through wall like the last one?
Oh yeah, yeah. You can look in there. There appears to be. Actually, roll me a perception check, Tresley.
That's a 2.
Do I
Here-
see anything in the room? In the
Well, you're sitting on the couch.
yeah, but I
You can look over. It's
Yeah.
only like 40, 50 feet away. Yeah. So you see that there's some type of crown that appears to have this little bit of thorny exterior to it and a split crack down the side of it. It seems more fey in origin. And then you see that there's a jar of some type of sealed blood-like mixture, maybe ichor mixed with blood, something like that. And then you see that there appears to be a bell, silver bell. And there's a preserved, fiendish-looking hand that's sticking up the middle finger. And a skeletal marionette dancer, which
I'm not
is
touching that.
a humanoid puppet that has silver strings and is designed or made out of a skeleton.
I've had enough bad luck with dolls. I'm not going anywhere near that thing.
Is that like medium-sized marionette doll then?
It's you size.
Oh, good.
It's a muppet.
It's a gnome skeleton.
Which, if you're asking me, is far more terrifying. Small, but not like small, but like small, you know? Like Chucky size, you know, roughly. Leprechaun, if you will.
Did Gilbert skin a leprechaun?
Maybe.
I wonder if Lucky Charms spilled out.
Inspiration for Helsing abridged, everyone. If you like dark humor, fucking watch it. Bitches love cannons. Anyways, that's what you notice in there. I would like Pyre, Sammy, Lenny, and Barnabas to roll me perception checks.
Okay.
5. Oh, you have glasses too, Lenny.
Yeah,
6.
got the googly eye ones.
Nice. Interestingly enough, only Lenny notices. The couch quickly, like, swallows Durin.
Letty waits to see if Durin even reacts. Oh, okay, no, he's completely gone.
Motherfucker, god damn it, Gildarts. or
Letty,
shit.
I'm gonna just point attention to the couch and go, "Is that a mimic?" Because Durin's gone.
You all
Why,
turn.
side? Why did you do this to me?
You all look over there. Durin, the couch quickly like swallows you and then ejects you into the chamber.
Whee!
You turn and you look, and all of your friends are looking at the couch that is now empty.
So is there anything I see in here that I didn't see before? Or...
Yes, your cursed doll. Also, you see inside of that chamber, there appears to be a few spectral forms hovering around your ally.
Can
Uh,
I,
Okay, sorry.
can I make out anything about these spectral forms?
They look like they are specters. Maybe
Spectral indeed.
ghosts. Pyre, what were you
Spirits.
asking?
Well, first of all, is one of the specters Shepherd? I didn't.
Nice.
God damn, that was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good
Honestly,
one.
I'd settle for a Lenko.
Yeah.
I like how it didn't. I like how it did become a Spectre till 3.
Yeah, that still counts.
They're all specter gadgets. That's all they.
Do.
I was gonna say, even though I didn't see it, but it was pointed out, could I get a gauge of maybe how long he was sat on the couch based off of what Gildarts' message said?
You guys have only been in this room for about a minute.
How long was Durin sitting on the couch though?
The moment he got in the room.
Of course.
Okay. So maybe about a minute. Okay, interesting.
Can I like knock on the glass and see if they?
You start thunk, thunk. Sammy and Lenny both notice you inside of the room now.
I wave.
I try to cast message, assuming it's not going to work again.
It does not work.
So he walked in, sat on the couch. The wall said, "Wait a minute." Do we think he was on the couch for a minute?
Probably.
But before we start sending anybody else in there, how are we going to get him out?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out exactly what face Joey's making that 3 seconds ago.
Oh no, my eye was getting a little like tired, so I had to open it. I
You
only
look like
slept
you-
like 4 hours last night.
You look like
Fair.
You look like you was summoning demons with foreign tongues.
So you want to see me summon demons? I don't
Um.
No, that's my job.
So we test the theory out to see if maybe the couch swallows us again, or we just wait around. I don't rightly know. This is a Gildot situation where Gildot's logic is so fucking skewed that we need to really just think like the opposite. I don't fucking know. I just think you got someone else to do this for him. So
Go sit on the couch, Pyre, and see if it pulls you into the room with Durin.
Wait,
why
no,
do you
it
want?
said-
What's that?
It said to sit your dumbass down.
Oh, so I'm not dumb then. So I can't sit down. Who's the next? It's
Josie
through.
goes to sit on the couch.
I was gonna say I was gonna say who's the next dumbest person in our group?
All right, Dresden,
You have
sit
chosen
down immediately.
wisely.
That's not even a contest.
You know, Dresley, I really appreciate your gusto with admitting it. I wish you admit other things before you did them.
They're an insight check.
And there. That's just 8. I don't have advantage on that for any reason.
I'm not going to whisper.
I do want to count how, like, I'm just gonna kind of like mentally count how long Dresley's on the couch before he gets swallowed up, or if he gets swallowed up.
Okay. I need another round of wisdom saves from 4 of you. Not Dresley, not Durin.
Oh, God. Okay.
Not Dresley, not Durin. Fuck's sake.
I am within 10 feet of Dresley. Yay. 17.
Oh, much better this time around. 20 for me.
So, Sammy, you begin to feel this, like, tingly sensation up your spine as one of your dreads, like, gets lifted and then drops.
Okay, anybody else feeling anything kind of funny, yay?
No.
Sammy, you are under the effects of... Oh, you are frightened. You are under the frightened condition. Disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls until you get out of the line of sight of whatever is scaring you. You don't know what's scaring you.
Okay.
That's the scariest part of all.
Darren, I'll whisper something to you, though.
Oh, cool.
Realize the new sheets don't have a marker for alignment.
Oh, that's gross.
No, not... Come on, dude.
I'm gonna walk to the other side of the room, carefully avoiding the carpet.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yep, you can walk out. Just... I'll actually move you out. Don't...
Was it an illusion too?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
You
'cause I
try the
would've reached
handle
out-
and your
yeah, I
hand
would've
goes
tried
right
the handle.
through it.
Okay.
Oh, I'll fucking walk over and I'll do the same thing, kind of like put my hand through. Oh, so that room was entirely fucking pointless.
No, there's the room full of treasures that Durin's in.
How do we get him out?
I don't know.
Well,
Dresley's going in there. I'm sure between the two of them they'll figure it out.
oh shit, Dresley's about to go in there. I stuck my head through the illusory door. Dresley, get off the fucking couch!
Dresley, you fall immediately as he tries to warn you. Ah! Okay. Oh, all right, you're in there.
I stuck my head out from the illusion. I looked at Barnabas. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
The good news.
Okay, so it kind of falls in tandem to both. Dresley fell through the couch.
Oh.
So Durin and Dresley are now together.
So the neutral news.
You know what? Pretty much.
News.
It's news.
It is news for sure.
So the writing on the wall said, "Sit your dumbass down for a moment or for a minute," right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't see any other writing across any of the other walls. All right.
Any writing in here?
What if we read it
Oh.
backwards?
Ishte pushitete.
I'm talking about
I'm
my
more
mom like
impressed
that, bro.
that you could do it. Now, Lenny and Sammy, unfortunately, being the last two people in the room, wisdom saves again.
All right.
Why can't I just run through the room because I'm scared?
Then leave. Go ahead, do it. Run.
Can I
Yeah.
just leave?
Fuck
Yes,
yeah.
you can leave.
You're afraid. You can fucking leave. All right, I'll move you out. There you go.
Thank
I'm
you.
going to send one of my zombie hands through the... I'll send two of them. I have 5. I'll send 2 of them through the illusion door and then have them try to catch up to the rest of the party. And I will try to have those hands use Thief Can't to let... does anybody else be Thieves Can't?
The
other than
only
Grizzly?
other rogues are in the other room.
Damn it.
No, Pi just looks down at the hands and goes, "Oh."
Why is it flashing gang signs, Pyre?
I don't know. I'm most surprised that Lenny lost more weight.
I'll step through, and as I do, I'll let them know. I'm say, I'm gonna test something with the couch real quick.
What do you mean you're gonna test something with the couch?
The thing says sit for a moment, or like dumbass sit for a minute. What if I stand on the couch or do something else with the couch other than just simply sit? That's what I wanted to test.
I don't know if that's a very good idea, but if you want to try it, go off.
in the name of science.
You know what? I respect that. Godspeed, Lenny.
So, Lenny, you go and stand on the couch. Durin and Dresley, now you can see the spectral forms, Dresley.
Huh.
You see the spectral creature begin to look infuriated at Lenny.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
He's getting dirt on the couch.
can I try to give him some gang size? Like, you don't want to do that?
Yes, you can
Whatever
do
the
that.
symbol for ghost is.
Lenny, what was your perception check?
The last one that I had was
Pretty good, right?
19.
14? 19. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. You immediately see Durin giving you the thieves can't for no, don't do that.
I immediately jump off the couch and then start thieves canting back and go, "Why? What do you see? What's going on?"
Ghosts.
Spirits.
I'll walk over to the window and start trying to communicate with them and say, "What do you see from in there? What do you see? Like, guide
I
me.
hope-
What should I do?"
I hold up my finger like at 1 second. I just try to breathe on the glass and then see if I can.
I
write,
was
like, the
literally
fog.
just about to do that.
You know what? Because oh shit is smart as fuck, but he is not that wise. Yeah, you can breathe on it.
That's awesome.
I just write ghosts.
I just start making illusions of words floating in the air. I'm like, "Duh," so you can read it.
I write ghosts
As-
backwards.
Yes, of course, that is how they write. As the two of you are talking and communicating with Lenny, you both see that him touching the window makes the specters begin moving closer and closer, and now they are finally attacking.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Hooray!
Oh no. Oh, we're stuck here still.
Maybe.
Yeah. And nobody else knows what's going on because they all left.
Oh, they can hear, no problem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What if
about
I
this-
try to put my hand over one of the treasures? Do they react to that?
We'll find out. Roll me your initiative. You guys have disadvantage other than Durin and Dresley.
Oh, let me roll that again.
Okay, so does the wall block my Sword of Warnings ability?
Yes.
Okay.
No magic can emanate.
Even us outside.
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
So you guys are about to hear a little gnome scream.
Oh.
Really on
Oh,
one tonight.
The amount of nat 20s.
that's so sad.
Oh yeah, nat 20 followed by a 3.
Ooh, sorry about that.
Oh, I rolled like shit.
And they have advantage. Nice.
Damn it, both the holy energy and the ghost flame sword are on this side of the wall.
Durin, you are looking through the glass, and you see the specters taking more physical forms as they are getting posed to attack Lenny. What would you like to try to do?
I will point behind him at the specters. And then, can I try to give, like, let me see, hold on, let me see if I can even do that. I want to give, Banjo, like, some kind of signal to come in here and help Lenny, but make sure I can.
Magic does not penetrate through here, divination, or any other kind. So telepathic bonds would not pierce through.
Fair.
Well, was Banjo in the room already?
No, he's out there in the hallway jamming.
Damn it.
Alright. I can't do anything out there from in here.
Correct. Doesn't mean you can't
Okay.
do anything. There will be a way out.
All right, so what's in here again?
So looking around, you see that crown, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see the skeletal marionette that's roughly Lenny-sized.
Not touching.
You see the preserved devil's hand that's flipping someone off. You see a silver bell, a jar of some type of blood mixture with something else.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all of the objects that you see. Looking around at the walls, there's a handful of portraits, other choice things that he has gathered up. Apparently, Guildarts gets a lot of commissions of nude paintings of himself where he's just like suggestively hiding the bits. Like the great sword tip ends.
More tasteful than I expected.
Put on the crown and drink the jar.
Honestly, I might put on the crown. You don't know. I'm gonna nudge Dresley and ask him what he thinks. You know, just like, hey, think I should put on the crown?
You said the crown looked fey in origin, right?
Yeah, you finally see the crown, but you have 4 words. It does look fey.
Like in the use sense or like the
Into the hymns.
okay.
Where's Dresley?
I guess I'll put the crown on him then.
I'm not
Cool.
fighting it.
All right. Well, this will be your interact with object. You pick up the crown and you put
Yep.
it on Dresley's head. Oh, God. Dresley, I need you to give me a charisma.
Okay. Does this count as a charm effect?
No, this one does not.
That is a 25.
You feel a super powerful Fey presence begin pushing over you before you quickly, oh, shit. You don't know who that was. Fuck that.
Oh, it's possession. Okay. Ah, damn it. I thought I was going to steal someone's powers.
Technically. We just dealt with that on the Saturday game.
Yes, but this character of mine isn't as blatantly reckless as my character is on Saturday.
That was fun as shit, though.
Are you
was.
freaking sure? Because I could signal a few moments.
Yeah.
Oil field.
Hey, that was Dresley.
Well,
that
I
was-
started
It was Barnabas started, Dresley finished it. At least you know you have a literal ride or die in your party.
It's true.
Anyways,
I mean-
Durin, that was your interact with object. You still have your
Yep.
action. Want to search?
Sure, I'll search. Why not?
Cool.
I can't think
Investigation.
of everything else. Nope. 2.
2.
I should
You start
really
looking
click that
around
off.
for any way out of here. You just can't seem to see it.
Nope, we're stuck.
Alrighty. Lenny, 2 specters come flying up to you. They have advantage on their first attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Life drain. 15 to hit.
That is just enough as I cast shield.
You don't have a reaction until your first round when you're
Oh.
surprised.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, that hits.
9 necrotic damage. And your hit point maximum decreases by that amount.
I just got those back. All right.
Now the other one's gonna go. 11 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay. And then out here, hi guys. Specters start coming after you. One of them is going to attack Pyre. One of them's going to attack Sammy. Both at advantage. We'll start with Pyre first. 23 to hit Pyre. That'll be 2 necrotic damage. And your hit point maximum decreases by that amount as well.
Sammy, what spell did you cast last week? What aura did you put up?
I have no idea. I don't remember.
The vitality?
I couldn't remember if it was
No,
vitality
I think it was Aura of Life.
There's ever one that stopped health HP from getting reduced.
That's aura
Yeah.
of life. That was my question. I just don't know. It lasts for 10 minutes. I don't know how long we've been jacking around down here.
Probably longer than that.
I'm going to say it's been
Yeah.
longer than 10 minutes. Yeah.
That's too bad. That would have been really handy right now.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. All right, Sammy. Here, I'll just minus Pyre's health. Sammy, natural 20 for a 24 to hit.
Why are you minusing my health?
Because you got hit for 2 damage.
No, I didn't. I said no.
Too bad. So, Sammy, you see spectral hands reach through and start yanking and pulling on your hair and attacking you. That'll be 16 necrotic damage, and your hit point maximum decreases by that amount. So make sure you take note of what your hit point maximum is before you lose it.
So now my hit point max is 43.
Yes. Until you take a long rest, and then it'll replenish.
Okay.
So make sure you mark down 59 somewhere. Dresley, holy shit, these things are dangerous. There's that crown.
I have no idea who that is that I just met contact with. I'm also not smart. I guess I will also try to find a way out of here.
Investigation.
Oh, I rolled really well though, 18.
Presley, there's a button that has a sticky note right over top of it that says, "Get out."
I walk over, look to Durin. Over here! I push the button.
Okay. Instead of the window opening, though, you push the button and you fall onto the couch.
Yeah, that was my action and interact with object. Do anything as a bonus action. Oh, yeah, I'll cast Divine Favor on myself. And I'll move 5, 10, about here so I can get Lenny into my aura in case he needs it.
All right. Speaking of Lenny.
Oh, I'm already unmuted. Okay. I scream, and then mid scream, I target this square and cast slow. I'm hoping that reaches through the illusion, and I'm targeting only the specters.
All right. What saving throw is that?
Let me double check. I'll have to post it like a smart person.
I believe it's wisdom.
And the DC should be, 16 is correct.
All right. The first 2 and the second 2. Fail.
Yeah, now they don't have reactions, and I run. I'm going to run south 15 feet here, and then 15 more feet downwards beyond Pyre. Yeah, that'll be my turn. I'm concentrating on that now.
All right. Pyre.
Aya does not know the intricacies of what's happening in the room, so I forget, what's this thing in front of me?
A specter. It
Oh,
just
is
came through the wall and beat the shit out of you and Sammy.
Oh, I was gonna say I didn't even see before. Fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna take a step back. Fucking swing on me. See what happens.
It can't. It's slow.
I know. Good. Bonus action. Because I guess I left Hunter outside. Did I leave Hunter outside?
He's guarding the rest of our loot.
Oh, that is that. There we go. Plus, probably Hunter would probably have a really tough time walking through these halls anyway.
And he could be very afraid right now as well.
Hunter, I don't think, can't be frightened. I don't think.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, he cannot be frightened. But even then, he would be blocking like a whole section of this fucking place, and we don't need that. Instead, however, I will cast bonus action Hunter's Mark on the Spectre.
Hey, his mark?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he may not be here now, but he's here in spirit.
So, Pyre, what is Hunter's symbol that appears on this ghost?
Middle finger. No. I need to come up with the logo for Hunter. But Hunter's Mark on him. And...
It's a chocobo.
No.
Want to ride this chocobo?
Why not?
He's cooler than that chocobo. Hard to say.
Hey, now, some of them can breathe fire.
Fucking good for them. Alright, so... first shot. What's my poison pistol? Bang! 24.
That'll hit.
For 17 for the... I'm guessing poison doesn't do jack and shit.
Let me look. No, poison works.
Oh, fantastic. That is 23 points of damage for the first shot.
No, it's immune to poison, actually. Yeah.
You guys give me the worst fucking pistol imaginable because I never can use the poison function.
What was that face,
We
Joey?
found it, and then we started fighting things that are immune to poison.
Yeah, I know.
Joey gave it to you. We just happened to pick it up and we gave it to you.
And then-
since everyone else, no one else uses
Blame
a
them. It's
pistol.
fine.
Night.
We thought of you.
I'm
Also
11.
useless.
Wow.
I don't fucking excuse you.
That is a dead specter.
That's. You're fucking welcome. You're so useless. Ooh, fucking.
I'm behind a wall. You can't hear me anyways.
You don't even know what's fucking happening then. At least I didn't get in by a fucking couch.
Yeah, neither did I. I got teleported.
I will stand right here. I think it's a bonus action to move my Hunter's Marks. Let me double check here.
It is, and it's a bonus action to cast,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
you can move it
that-
next turn.
That is fine with me. I will move right here. I will be the first line defense.
Keep in mind, this is a wall. It's an illusory wall, but it's a wall. So if you want to see the thing, you have to be on the side of the wall.
Oh, okay. Then I'll be right here. Then I'll once more be the protective Lenny.
Barnabas.
Barnabas is just gonna walk into the other room. Oh look, there's more specters in here. Hi, Dresley.
Oh, hey, Barnabas.
I'll tap my shield and the holy symbol of the green man will start glowing, and I'll start chanting a prayer, and I will turn undead.
I forgot you have that.
I feel like I need to alert you to this, Barnabas, but Dresley is standing on the rug.
Yeah, well, that's Dresley's problem.
All
I'm
right.
not standing on the
I'm
rug.
just letting you be aware somebody stepped on the rug.
That's his fault. I just refuse to step on it.
Wisdom or charisma?
It is wisdom for turn undead.
Top two. One succeeded. Then the bottom. So 17 points of damage. And does it use its reaction to flee, or on its turn it flees?
It's on its turn.
All right.
So it's frightened and incapacitated
And it will run.
on its turns, yeah. And I think you only take the damage if you fail to save.
Yes,
I don't think it's half. I think it's all or nothing.
it is. Save or suck,
Yeah.
yeah. Not bad. Fucking clerics.
We're good at this part. That's my turn. I wouldn't stand on the carpet, Dresley. It's bound to animate and kill you. That's what all the storybooks say.
Durin.
Alright, so I'm gonna get over to the button, push the button.
Okay. Ah!
Whee! Alright, now I still have my action, right? Alright, in that case, I'm going to burn a second level spell slot and cast. Where the hell is it? Aha! Scorching Ray. One on the top, 22 hit?
Yeah.
And, okay. For 11 damage, and then...
It's dead.
Still there. Okay, cool. One on this guy. 21 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
7 damage.
It's dead.
And then last one on this guy.
All right.
Same deal.
It's not dead. Well,
I mean, it's undead.
it's not full dead. All done?
It's still here, yeah. Okay, yeah. That's my turn, yeah.
Now the single specter will go. It goes running after Dresley, who's standing on the car. 20 to hit.
Yeah, that 20 will hit.
3 necrotic damage, and hit point maximum goes down by that amount.
Okay.
And that's all it got. Dresley.
Swing. $14.
That'll hit.
7.
Alrighty. Divine
Second.
Favor's already in there? Yeah.
Second swing. That's an natural 20.
Nice. How do you want to do this?
I would like to take both my sword and my scimitar. As I'm slashing down through its form, I stab its head with my scimitar, and I kind of like roll it up like confetti, and I just start eating it.
Okay, as you eat specter goo, they're all dead. All
Why are
right.
things always gonna touch me? What is this?
Sammy, the fear effect does end, by the way.
The hell? How did you guys activate this? Where did the specters come from?
Oh, no,
Oh,
they were always in here.
Yeah.
Oh, they just weren't visible?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Ah.
can see them through the glass.
So how did you piss them off?
Oh, no,
That
you
was-
guys did that.
That was Lenny.
Oh, they were just talking to you guys.
Yeah,
they
they
didn't like you
that.
poking the glass. Or standing on the couch.
Hmm.
So it's aquarium rules.
Or you
Don't
standing
tap
on
the
the rug.
glass.
Yeah. Also,
I'm not
Barnabas,
standing on the rug.
No, I was talking to Dresley with that one.
Oh.
I point to the window. We don't touch anything in there.
Why not?
What?
That
Did-
crown you put on my head
Yeah?
connected me with someone.
Oh, who?
I don't know, but they were trying to take over me.
Oh.
Like a telephone?
Actually, there's a question, Joey. Am I old enough to know the historical significance of this crown?
Find out. Roll a history.
Oh, I'm so bad at these.
Can I add a guidance to whatever he rolls?
Absolutely can guide them.
That's a 10 plus.
D4?
13.
Whatever it was felt powerful. Like your dad powerful.
Oh.
Or Tooth Fairy powerful.
Let me put this in a point of mind. Whoever is tied to that crown is as strong as my dad or the Tooth Fairy.
Just because if it's aesthetic, can I roll religion just to make sure it's not something aligned with the Green Man?
Go for it.
Okay. Oh, come on! That wanted to be. That
It was
wanted
so
to be
close.
the
Of all the
20.
20s rolled tonight.
Oh. But regardless, you'll be able to identify. That is the crown of the broken court.
What?
You remember speaking with your Harangon friend. I can't for the life of me. Characters.
Oh, fuck! It was a pun, wasn't it?
More than likely. Bjorn.
Oh,
Was not a pun. You remember he was gushing over Gildarts, talking to you about all of his comics and all of the books and everything. And you remember the adventure that Gildarts had to take into the Feywild. He was contracted because apparently there was a large orchestra that had 5 people that worked in it, all with children, and all gave birth within the same night. He was contracted because they thought there was Feyish interference, and there was an Fey that, well, had influenced the birth of so many of these children, trying to sire more people that can serve his courtly duties. The crown of the broken court belonged to that Archfey that he had to fight against, take out, and apparently this is his trophy. But if Dresley felt the presence of it, that means the Archfey's presence is inside of the...
Motherfucker escaped Gildarts' death in the Feywild.
Yeah, it's
an
a
Archfey. I'm impressed he managed to capture an Archfey that he killed in the Feywild. Don't you guys normally just disperse and come back?
Not if we're killed in the Feywild. If we're killed there, we're dead.
No. Right. Well, no touchy.
I mean, eventually, that sounds like a really good... If I can overpower the presence, that sounds like a good power boost for me. But I would need to fortify my mentality.
Oh yeah, you're not so good with that.
No, I'm not.
Well, do that back home while the rest of us aren't around.
We're at home. This is our basement.
Oh, sorry, I meant his old home, back in the Feywild.
Oh.
Am I understanding the rules right? Since he technically exists, if I could kill his presence here, I would gain his power?
Person in his seat, but you would be the one who would have that seat of power. Doesn't mean you'd be able to keep it, but it would mean that you would have the seat of power.
Give me some bonuses I could probably use.
Alright, let's go search the next room. Maybe he has something we can actually use down here, because right now it's all just been cursed shit.
So look inside of this room, speaking of cursed shit. When you look inside, there was a curtain drawn to keep this room separated from everybody else, but looking there, you see that there's the skeletal remains of an individual who was chained in the corner, a bucket whose water has evaporated over age, and what appears to be a single crate that had parchment and crowns the person could write.
Crowns?
Crayons. Like writing.
Oh.
I also heard crowns, but I figured it out.
That's my accent.
Please don't tell me that he kept a journal he wrote in crayon.
I won't tell you, and I go look.
Okay. You look at it, and it apparently... Roll me an investigation, Turin.
Oh boy, I'm not good at those.
Your favorite? 4. Some guy's confessional about doing some culty activity through the Church of Aelor.
I did it, and I do it again.
No, it was them confessing and trying to repent.
So he tortured someone down here.
Yeah, I guess.
But that's all you get out of it, Daryl.
Some culty nonsense. No offense.
Does anybody know much about cults?
You would be the best expert.
Really
It's the
thinking about-
religion, man.
All right, I'll try it.
Oh, yeah,
Say-
that
Double
too.
entendre.
Sammy, do you have religion by any chance? You may roll religion as well. Yeah, you would know something about them.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, we're So Barnabas, you go over to the letter and start looking over that to discern what was happening. This man was apparently corrupting the Church of Pelor in order to destroy the crops that were being grown out in that territory, in order to starve an entire city and civilization. Apparently, in his dealings, he had killed 2 of the heads of that church. He murdered 5 of the farmers and turned them all into undead servants to curse and destroy and poison the food that would have gone on and killed thousands of people in that local area. Pretty heinous bullshit. Sammy, you go over to them and you notice that they have some fiendish markings on them. Notably, the robes that they were allowed to continue wearing seem to be the robes that would discern them as a worshiper of... scroll. Burrovox.
Again.
Gesundheit.
Rovox.
Burrovox? The Oathbreaker of Chains? Same guy aforementioned? The one that he
Older
stole
brother.
the altar of.
Oh,
Oh, that guy. Okay. Well, that's what those people get for worshiping a shitty god of agriculture. They should have chosen the right one.
Jesus Christ. All right, now you move the angle a little bit closer to evil.
chaotic evil.
Fuck him.
They worship the right god of nature. They wouldn't have had this problem.
But yeah, Sammy, given and Barnabas, given what he did, you would both know the stately course of action would have been a swift execute for the divine to figure out what to do.
And that's
Guild Arts doesn't do swift execution.
yeah.
Not
Guild
for
Arts.
people that deserve it.
Hmm. So the bones of a apostate.
I mean, technically, anyone walking down the street is apostate to you.
Not all of them. Some will worship the Green Band, in which case they're not an apostate. I
It
don't have a
takes
problem with
1%.
other gods as long as they don't bleed into my god.
Oh, god damn it. Not again.
What?
So, looking down at the floor, you see
Oh.
more of these tiles. 6 diamonds and 6 sparks. Bless you.
Do we see another clue?
Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Don't start walking out there, Dresley. Okay.
Trying to see what I can see with my distance.
Who else wants to do perception besides Durin?
I'll go ahead and check.
I'll give it a whirl. Why not?
Never mind.
I don't see shit.
Oh, are we all rolling?
You might as well at this point.
I'm not. I'm searching the other room.
All right. Well, Sammy gets it. You look down here. Barnabas, you said you're searching this room?
Yeah, we could do
All
that when they're done with this.
Yeah. You just roll it. looking down over here, there's more of those slabs. That looks like Gildarts wrote on them. And from the corner, like from the angle you have, which is easily a head above everyone else and craning your neck outward, Sammy, you easily see what is written on one of them. She guards my secrets in eightfold light. Where treasure gleams, she takes no bite. But mark ye well the twin of silk, that once wrong, and blood will...
Bullshit, Gildarts wrote that.
Do any of the gems look different from the others?
Nature.
Ooh, I'm good at that one. Damn it.
Oh, that's Sammy's aura. It should have been gone by now.
Oh, I apologize. I just got used to it. And Dresley's aura stays. So.
Yeah, I'm farming over here.
12. Durin, some of these tiles have different heights. Some of them have different stone. You can't quite place what is so different about each.
Does my dwarven stone cutting help at all?
No, because stone cutting now allows you to have tremor sense.
I'll use tremor sense. Fuck it. See if that does anything.
All right. You tremor sense, and you sense that there's definitely some more complex traps underneath. What appears to be canisters of some variety, as well as spellcraft like runic marking. And you also sense that fiend underneath you walking around, like they're right under.
Oh shit, guys, there's a guy walking around beneath us.
There's more basement?
Yeah, I guess. Probably where this basement leads to.
That must have been the undead Tresley noticed earlier, unless that was the...
Undead. I said fiend, didn't I? Undead.
Yeah. We're trying to make sure it's not the Ugoloth. Guards my secrets with eightfold light. Is there any mirrors on the roof or ceiling?
Any mirrors on the ceiling?
Yeah.
You look up and there does not appear to be any mirrors.
Huh.
I've got an idea once I'm done searching the other room.
All right. You rolled your perception?
Yeah, 21.
In there's a couple of skeletal remains, but they look less like they were people who died down here and more like he just tossed the skeletons in there. There appears to be a vanity mirror in here with makeup, and also what appears to be a large armoire with a lot of very expensive looking.
Did he trap one of his lovers down here? I don't know. It's got an armoire and a makeup table. God, I don't even know what Gildart's doing. All right, well, that room creeps me out. So I'm going to go back to the puzzle. I'm going to cast the light cantrip and see if any of the gemstones, like, glimmer more than the others.
Okay. When you do that, you notice the diamonds all shine brightly, except one, this one over here, shines slightly yellow.
Treasure. So the best I could guess is to not touch the yellow one. I'm not as confident of this one as I was the last one. It says where treasures gleam, she takes no bite. So I'm guessing any of them that glow should be safe, right?
They all glow.
Well, see?
What the hell kind of riddle is walk all on this one path?
Hey, Barnabas, can you move the light around? I want to make sure that that one doesn't change colors.
Oh wait, it's a Gildarts riddle. Never mind, that does track.
Gildarts didn't write this riddle. He got O'Shant to come up with something flowery.
I can't. You can't really move it. I have to cast it on an object. I don't think it's a floating ball of light, if I remember right.
Yeah, that's dancing lights.
Yeah.
Question. If I made an illusion of a triangular prism, would the light cantrip interact with the illusion? I'm assuming no. I'm trying to see if I can do like a Pink Floyd The Wall rainbow effect through the light.
You're an illusion specialist, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could definitely muster up a rainbow-like effect if you wanted to. Hell yeah.
All right, I'll try that and see if the rainbow light affects the diamonds differently.
The riddle part.
I don't.
As previously stated, only the one diamond, this one over here, shines yellow naturally. When your prismatic effect goes over across of all of them, they still all shine, but they just adapt the color that they are associated.
Okay. I don't know how many. I forgot how many colors were in a rainbow, but I thought maybe eightfold light meant a rainbow.
I think the eightfold refers to just the spider's 8 legs.
Do any of the spiders react to the light?
No, not a single one.
Yeah, okay.
Did you say Sammy, when Sammy read that, she only could read one of them?
No, she could
From
read
where
both
she
of
was?
them.
Oh, okay. All right, are we trying this? It's Dresley. It's such a weenie.
Sorry, I was gonna say I'm gonna check the room. Barnabas looked in since there's a mirror and a potential. You said a dresser, right?
An armoire and a vanity mirror that has makeup on it.
Okay, can I check that?
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll me a survival check when you look at that mirror.
That's a different roll than I thought we were going to ask. It's a 18.
Dresley, this is a two-way mirror.
Oh. Can I do that thing where I put my hands over it and see through it?
You can't see through it by putting your hands over it,
Damn.
but like you can tell it's a two-way mirror. Someone is looking.
Hey, Barnabas.
Yeah.
You know those mirrors people use to spy on people like creeps?
Yeah.
This is one of them.
No, so there's a way around to the other side of it.
Guess
Probably.
so. You want me to try to pry it off?
See if you don't break it though. That's bad luck.
Bad luck to a fae.
If anybody should believe in bad luck, it would be a fae.
So you try moving the
Caused
mirror.
most of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
try moving the mirror.
Okay.
I will try moving it gently for Barnabas's request.
Sleight of hand.
Okay. Oh, that was so almost so good. 14.
14. You move it away, Dressley, and for comedy's sake, I'm going to move you slightly back, though she's not in the room. You see this staring back at you on the other side. I need you to give me a wisdom save.
Neat. Dead body. Hey kids, want to see a dead body? A dirty 20.
20. You look at it and you blink, and she blinks back. Oh, excuse me. I apologize. And she just moves the mirror back into place.
Hold on.
What?
You move it back out as she's like walking downstairs. No, thank you. And moves it back.
No solicitors.
Yeah.
We're Guildarts' students and we'd like to talk to you.
Oh, you're Guildy students. And she moves it out herself.
Guildy students? Wait a minute. Did I misread these names?
Please, excuse me. My candor is a little. I'm not used to speaking to many people recently. Yeah, you're Guildarts students. Yes. Hello. And you all see an undead woman walks out from behind the mirror. Wisdom saves.
Joey, can I also ask a question?
Yes, you may.
Would the material of her attire appear to be silk in nature?
Yes.
Oh.
You ever know what silk looks like?
Yes.
Everyone knows what silk looks like.
What's it look like?
Like silk.
So yes, wisdom saves, everybody. Lenny, you don't have advantage, do you?
Yeah. No.
Oh, this isn't magical. This is just mental.
Oh.
Unless Gnome now says all wisdom saves.
Let me double check.
Everybody but
I think it actually
Barnabas
does.
gets +3.
Yeah, I think it's just in wisdom now.
I think it's just another reason to hate gnomes. Let me check.
I don't need more. It's
As if
fine.
you needed another.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, you have advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws.
Nice. Well, then all of you look over there and like, oh yeah, it's an undead, very well-mannered woman. What? You're more confused than startled or scared.
Nothing surprises me out of Guildarts anymore. Now we'll be back in a minute.
Hello. Y'all his students? I remember him speaking about you a while back. He has been back in some time, though. How is old Guildarts doing?
Oh, he's doing fine. Doing okay.
He opened up a bar.
A bar, you say? Well, that sounds, very active of him. It's good. He needs a good hobby. Good hobby will be good. Sybil, you are so much taller than he described. I'm sorry. Sammy, he looks directly at you. Calling you Sybil.
This is
Let
not...
Sammy speak.
Okay.
No, it's okay. Go for it. Go for it.
Yeah. Sybil's not with us anymore. This is a friend of ours.
Oh. All right. Pleasure, all of you. Am I to assume you're here to schedule some type of meeting or something with?
Perhaps we should maybe it's more to introduce himself. My name is Dressley, ma'am.
Right. Pleasure to meet you.
And he's waiting for her to introduce herself.
Oh, I'm Miss Elizabeth Cray. I apologize. I don't speak to many people outside of Guild Arts. Please meet me over by the office. I'll yes, and she like shambles past all of you and walks casually across the diamonds into the office. Yeah.
It was that fucking joke.
Yeah.
Got it. And I will follow her.
So, what brings old Guild Arts' students all the way here? Please, fill in however you need to. Unfortunately, this place isn't designed to receive guests or anything like that, but we make do with what we have.
Specters, the walls of chains, the collapsing walls, the flamethrower.
Yes, yeah, it's very important for him to keep this place safe.
Yeah. So,
Were you watching us this whole time?
I'm sorry. I hope you don't consider me some type of peepler or something. I don't really. Different people have different reactions when you see people like me. You know, especially those of a more religious disposition. Apologize.
Everyone turns to Barnabas.
And Sammy, she's religious too.
But Barnabas is the zealot.
Yeah, fair. But yes.
I was. So, how did you meet Guild Arts?
Oh well. So it was some, I want to say 30 years ago or so. You see, a long time ago, I was the betrothed to a very noble estate in the South, and well, unfortunately, the man I was betrothed to was a necromancy or something like that, and he decided to turn me into. She gestures. Well, he wanted to preserve my beauty forever. Yeah, I thought it was very strange, but you didn't question your husband, right? And of course, after that happened, they found what he was doing as a necromancer highly illegal, and they all tied the two of us together and dumped us into a lake. Some 100 so apparently years later, the lake had dried up, and well, I did get into a little bit of trouble. As you understand, I was famished, very, very hungry. And the people who had dug the two of us up, I hadn't eaten in a long time, so I kind of attacked and killed them. I feel so remorseful about that as well. Now that I've come to my senses and I have better control over them.
You are fading out. To anyone else?
little bit.
Okay. I hope I don't have to do anything like that ever again. It's a little unbecoming of a lady and honestly very remorseful to have to consume. It's not fun. But after that, I kind of just wandered about and became known as a bit of a myth in some local places. And Guild Arts, I believe it was his sophomore. I want to say sophomore or the year after sophomore. Junior, thank you, Jesus. Or junior year, he had a mission to go out in the woods and slay me. And of course, I begged and I asked as much as I could. And good old Guild Arts, he decided that if I could prove I'm not trying to eat people, that he'd help me live. But I couldn't live in the forest, you see. Apparently, some of the hunters get a little upset when I found out where their traps were, and I was eating their catches of deer and rabbits. Also, I don't have to eat people. I mean, people eat rabbits and deer too. That was their intention, so I didn't think anything bad of it, but he did make a good. We spent 3 lovely long weeks together, relaxing, speaking. Oh, I was just so charmed by his charisma and his fortitude and his strength. He's just such a kind-hearted and spirited man that so ever thankful to him. And, well, he decided that he was going to help me to escape that place. And I told him I wasn't looking to rejoin and talk to many people if I didn't have to. And, of course, when he graduated, he couldn't really just keep logging me around as some type of undead servant, right? So when he did his first big mission and got his first house, he decided that he was going to build a beautiful home for me to keep me safe. And I volunteered to be his personal secretary.
Uh-huh.
Here we are today.
Wondering how he got around all the paperwork.
Oh, he is not the sharpest sword in the sheath, you understand, but he's a good-hearted man.
So what
How'd
would you
y'all
say-
like my riddles?
Oh, those were yours.
Yes.
How many of them were yours? Just the one outside here, or?
Well, the one in here and the one in the room with the specters. There was a small problem with people trying to infiltrate and take some of his belongings before, and like I said, I really don't like hurting or harming people if I can help it. So he decided he was going to bring in some professional undead to do that for him to protect it. Since I got tired of the last person to try breaking in his vault, I mean, brains are delicious, don't get me wrong, but it still feels wrong, you know? Even if it's an evil person, it still feels wrong.
Do you happen to recall who the professional was?
The last one that came through here?
Yeah, or the one
Arnell
who helps him.
helped him. Well, the last professional that came through trying to steal for him was Varnell Thim.
Yeah, I assume he's dead.
Yeah, he is. But help him? What do you mean help him?
I thought she just said that she had that Gildarts had an undead come in here and help.
Yeah, actual undeads, not like sentient.
The,
It's ghosts.
The
she's talking
specters.
about
Oh,
specters.
okay, okay.
Yeah, about around the time where we
So-
got blown up.
Oh, I remember him speaking to me about that. I'm so glad to see y'all are alive again.
Yeah. You know, him and O'Malley were just absolutely busted up about it too. Does she react to that at all?
O'Malley?
Yeah.
You misnaming him?
Yeah.
O'Shant. Yeah. I never met the man formally. Of course. Don't really have the stomach to meet someone of his like.
Are we getting the sense that the ghoul is racist?
You may have whatever sense you want about a 300-year-old Victorian woman. But yes, now that y'all are back and alive, I'm so glad I get to meet you. He used to come down here during those first few semesters, and he would speak so glowingly and lovingly about some of you.
Maybe you can settle something. You see,
Sure.
we met the Oobleth, wrong name.
The other brother,
Yugoloth, whatever.
Yugoloth. Yeah.
Yugoloth. I keep wanting to say Arcanoloth. I know that's a different thing.
Right.
But Gildarts apparently had a favorite of one of us?
Oh, I hated when he would speak like that. It doesn't seem fair, right? Like, if you're an educator, you should love all of your students the same. I mean, when I was helping to raise my 3 younger siblings back in the day, I didn't consider any one of them my favorite. I just considered them all my siblings, you know? It doesn't seem right. Anybody here with siblings as a character, you know that you do have favorites.
Uh-huh.
Huh?
So that is a fantastic way of avoiding the question. But who is Gilda's favorite? I am legitimately curious.
Oh, I wouldn't know where to.
So who did he say?
Well, I mean,
It was Sybil, wasn't it?
It's very important to know he loved each of you. Great deal.
No, we're fine with it. We just want to know.
I'm legitimately curious. There is no like animosity towards him about this.
Each of you was his favorite in his own way.
But who was his actual favorite though? You're skirting the question again.
We almost got blasted by that guy in the vault because we couldn't answer this question.
Oh, he's just a playster. That spell subsides after about 48 to 72 hours.
And when was the last time Gildy came to visit you?
When he was packing up after y'all died.
So about 5 years ago, you'd say?
Has it been that long? Wow. Time flies. How's he looking?
Tip-top shape.
Good.
It looks like shit, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh, that is just so rude of you.
I mean,
He's put on some weight.
When's the last time you seen him again? You said 5 years ago.
Yeah, everybody let her change the question. I
Yeah.
mean, that's just rude to say things like that, right? Like, it's just... I mean, does he still... You can look good with a little bit on you.
Lenny, show her what he looked like.
And while you're doing that, you can tell us who Gildat's favorite was. Do not think I noticed you avoided the question entirely.
Lenny, are you going to minor illusion him?
And I would like to try to use like a thieves' cant to just try to like incline Lenny towards a slight fabrication, just to.
It's up to you. How do you want to display
your former boss?
Guild arts.
Yeah, I'll display him the way that I perceived him. Working for him at the bar for I don't know how many years, feeding him hot dogs and living in a janitor closet.
So fairly accurate? Or...
Yeah. I'll try to kind of depict him accurately, but like scarfing down hot dogs. That's mostly it.
Oh, so his appetite hasn't gone away at all. And he's getting a little bit of the silvers in his hair. Oh, that's just darling. He's growing into that so well. It was Barnabas.
Fucking knew
that's
it.
how. Yeah.
Fucking knew it.
I mean, that's not a really surprise. Like, I'm legitimately not even shocked at all. What?
Turin is the one offended.
What's the problem with that, Durin?
I mean, it clearly wasn't Barnabas.
She just said so. Do you think she's lying?
I mean, I ain't saying what she is or isn't doing.
Well,
thank you for. Okay,
Go
sorry.
Go on, Pyre.
No, Pyre's gonna say thank you for the very honest answer. I truly do appreciate it.
Of course, I would never lie about such a thing like that. I mean, it's y'all were pressing so very hard, and he always said that he lacked the dedication that he saw inside of Barnabas once he stopped being. Y'all mind if I quote him directly?
Please do.
A lazy little shithead.
You know, that really does track. Sorry, Barnabas. He does kind of have you there.
Barnabas still has not entered the room.
I'm not even saying. I'm not gonna.
Everything she says right to you.
I'm sorry. It's like Barnabas is right here all the time. It's like the Green Man is in the room with us.
Just yelling and repeating her out through the doorway.
Hey, you were the favorite.
I don't care what the undead says.
Well,
Don't
my name's Miss Islabeth Cray.
Barnabas, let's not be rude now.
I'm not being rude by the fact that I haven't attempted to kill her yet.
And I thank you for that. Yeah, he's just as he was described.
It's out of respect for guild arts that I don't immediately start the purge.
It's the respect that he lacks the most. Well, actually, that's a lie. It's the zealotry that he lacked the most. He sensed something in Barnabas that was very destructive, and
it's only gotten worse.
And it's being tested right now.
But yes, I'm so glad I get to meet all of y'all. Put some faces to names. I always asked him if he could take a picture with you, and he promised after your first year together he would.
I mean, this is gonna be sort of a morbid joke, but I feel
that does sound like him.
I do feel like this is a morbid joke, but I feel like because we were there, I could say it happened. He could have just gone to the field where we blew up and just taken pictures of the field. He could just take pictures of all of us.
Well, we were a pile of
That
ashes.
sounds more like him.
Yeah. Hey, there's their picture. Yeah, I mean, he did it, well, for the graduating picture of the previous year to y'all.
Oh, yeah? How are they all doing?
She turned the portrait around, and you see the ultra, very depressed looking Sylvia Moon and Tony, freshman.
Oh, wow,
That's
he
not
does
right.
show up on film.
Sylvia, instead of being in all gothic attire, she's wearing very preppy looking clothes, but she has that like dead inside look that you all recognize.
Yep.
And Tony looks almost exactly the same freshman and sophomore year.
That's right. We still need to deal with their curse, if we can.
I mean, at this point, I feel like he's lived with it long enough. He probably just...
You know how Durin is with the doll? That's everybody Tony knows with. Jesus Christ.
It's almost a catchphrase at this point.
Yeah. But yeah, what brought all y'all down here? I heard there was a lot of commotion all the way upstairs, but I didn't want to. Glass Onion has a lot of windows and people.
Oh,
we kind of just moved in, you know?
Yeah. I'm so happy for that. That's love. So y'all are gonna be coming around more often and talking.
Yeah, Barnabas, are we gonna be coming around and talking more often to the nice lady?
You could do whatever you want, Pyre.
Pyre just has like a shitty grin on his face.
Well, I don't mind all of y'all. You haven't tried to burn me at a literal cross yet.
There was an office camera. Pyre be looking right at it.
It's tempting.
I can safely say, Miss Cray, that we have no intention of putting you to the stake or any other means of destruction of your vessel.
Appreciate that very much. Your oddly hyper-specific wording that you chose. Now, I will say, if y'all are gonna be living upstairs, do you mind? Guildarts lack the daylight a lot. Would you possibly be able to keep some of the curtains drawn?
Well, some clothes are open.
Closed. Way I could come upstairs once in a while and say hi.
Doesn't sound like a problem.
I mean,
Does
there's a
it?
lot of windows. The entire exterior wall is a window. A lot of curtains you'll need.
It
I will also say
has
installing those curtains sounds like its own Herculean task.
has glass paint, like how the idiots on their giant F-150s paint out the back of their rear view screen exists yet?
Not yet, but I will say you have a pyre, right? Like, if you're ever wondering if something exists, ask pyre. Like, and of course, I'll make sure y'all are safe while you're sleeping. Don't mind. I learned a long time ago it's not curt to be able to watch people while they sleep. Though I love the little nose twitches that some people get when they're dreaming about things.
Wait, did you watch Gildot sleep while he was living here?
Yeah, I wasn't good at socializing after not talking to someone for over 250 years.
Yeah, that tracks. If it helps you relax in any form, I am fine with you oddly standing in my doorway just watching me sleep. If that helps.
Oh, you were just such a sweetheart and a charmer. You know, you remind me of a younger Gildarts.
Oh, please don't say that. Please don't ever say that in my vicinity ever again.
He is the most loyal of men in the entire world.
Tell that to his lovers.
Sure will, yeah.
I was being facetious, ma'am.
Oh, I understand. People don't really understand the concept of Gildart's love affairs, though. He never, ever gets into dedicated relationship. Intentionally. He always... The way he refers to them is open.
That's definitely one way of phrasing it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's a good question. Is the hollow spell extended downward, or is it just the surrounding area?
I think it's up to, like, size, so you can make it go lower or higher.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be really weird if you couldn't hollow ground, you know what I mean?
Spend any money I make from this point on hollowing the entire glass onion.
Good, she's already in. Just
She just can't leave now.
Wait, I just realized, we're in the glass onion. Where's Benoit Blanc?
I
Oh,
do not
that
know who you... I love
Yeah,
it.
that's a movie.
Yeah. The Glass Onion. It's a great movie.
I completely forgot.
Knives Out, also a great movie. The third one's coming out next month.
I still think the first one was better, but the second one was still very, very good.
Yeah, the first one was way better, but the second one was fantastic.
It was funnier.
The lady was... She was so fucking good at switching accents. Like, that was impressive.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember her name, but yeah.
Harry Washington? No, she's in the next one.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if all of y'all are needing anything, just ask. I'd be more than happy to speak with you. If you need clarification about something, you need to turn off the flamethrowers.
Actually, we were doing a perimeter of the basement because honestly, we just found it.
I do have a question. Could I have one of those flamethrowers?
Well, that's something you're gonna have to talk to Gildarts about personally. These are his security precautions, and some of them are in place to keep me safe, but I think he knows a government contractor that might be able to get you one.
Oh, no, I don't mean in can I have it? Could I like borrow it for a little bit and then come back and give it back to you?
Are you the one who's the genius?
Yes.
Okay. Talk to him. If he says okay, no problem.
I look over to the group and I just say, I just had a really good idea for a new arm for Hunter.
Oh shit, that would be badass.
The idea is I want Hunter to have interchangeable arms for different sorts of things. I feel that'd be very cool.
He has more level ups and power ups.
It's true.
You said you were able to turn off the flamethrowers in the meantime. Is that correct?
Oh, yes, I could. Would you like me to do that for y'all?
I think that'd be nice. We have more to explore a little bit down here.
Sure, sure. Watch your footing. She steps on the spider ones, and you see this like noxious gas just bellows up past her, and she casually just walks through. Goes over to this wall over here where she pulls out one of the stone tabs and like clicks a switch. Oh, by the way, whose imagery is that all the way down there? Oh, Cameron just went to sleep.
Who's what now? I'm sorry.
Sammy went to sleep. It's not a, yeah. God damn it, that's supposed to be fucking hidden. All right, well, the flamethrowers will be off for you.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, of course.
Is there anything that you need?
Well, I have been living off of the rodents that have been coming through here. I still need to consume things, and if I don't, it makes me more agitated into her existence. But if you could bring me like a pig or like some chickens, that'd be good. Still living, please.
Oh, still living. Okay.
Yeah. Giant goose.
Just kidding.
And that's how Lenny gets turned into Ash.
Yeah.
Well, y'all are so nice, so lovely. If you need anything else, please don't hesitate to ask. I am gonna go to my quarters. This has been more than enough. Bye. And she walks through all of the spiders, which just plume poison at her the entire time.
I immediately back up the corridor so she doesn't get too close to me.
She smiles at you and gives you a curtsy. We're entering into her chamber.
She seemed nice.
What if you could convert her?
Undead are abomination against the Green Man.
In what way?
It's part of the tenement. The undead are his tenements. The undead are against the natural cycle of the world. Death is part of the cycle. Undead break the cycle.
So do Fae. We're immortal.
Immortality is a very different thing.
Right, but I get what you're saying, but and I do agree that most undead are kind of, the pretty shitty because, they want to rip your fucking insides out. But I don't know if you noticed, but she was very cordial. She actually, was very nice, and she's protective. So it's.
I don't know if you didn't notice, but I didn't immediately attack her either, did I?
No, I know you didn't, and I applaud you for that. But what I'm saying is, I would rather like for you to keep that up and not have one day wake up to a nice like indented Miss Cray's head one day. That'd be nice.
I will tolerate her for the sake of everyone else as long as she does not come near me.
I will mention, and I will be full on your side, Barnabas, if this happens. If one day she just goes crazy and tries to kill us, I will help you with what needs to be done.
Just keep her away from me.
I will ask her nicely. How about that? Would that be good enough for you?
All depends upon whether she adheres to it or not.
I think she will. She did mention that she didn't want to creep us out while we were sleeping. You gonna be okay, Barnabas?
I will endure.
And I think that's a perfect stopping note, everybody. Players, thank you all. Huh?
Oh, never mind.
Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
I feel like with that pie, I would like pat